What up, YouTube? It's your main man, Boys for Life, coming at you with another fucking video. Now I want to talk to you about something I read. Dak Prescott has, and I quote, said, "I want to be a Dallas Cowboy forever," end quote. I mean, there is more to it, but that's basically what I want to focus on. Dak Prescott wants to be a Dallas Cowboy forever. He's not worried about contracts. He knows that shit's going to get done. Do I feel like they're going to give him 30 mil? That's what everyone's talking, is that he's looking at 30 mil. I don't want to compare him to another quarterback in our division, but they're always going to be compared because they came out of the same draft class. And Dak Prescott has more playoff appearances, been to the playoffs more times than Carson Wentz. But here it is. Dak Prescott, if you look at the numbers alone is better. Now, if you look at the skill set, if you look at the one difference that these two quarterbacks have, because they can both run, they can both pass. The only difference is that Carson Wentz is a little bit more accurate, or a lot more accurate than Dak Prescott. I mean, I've seen Dak Prescott with an open guy just completely miss. And now I'm not saying that Carson Wentz hits everything downfield, but he has a better completion percentage downfield than Dak Prescott does. And that's one of the few things that separates the two. And that's one of the few things that we overanalyze and over-exaggerate and say, like, oh my God, that's why Carson Wentz is so much better, because he can throw the ball 20 yards downfield and Dak Prescott can't. Even though Dak Prescott has proven to do it many times. I mean, we've seen it with the New York Giants game last year, where he threw it where only Cole Beasley can get it, and like John Madden says, 1 knee equals 2 feet. So, and they're roughly going to get about 30 mil. And it just cracks me up because Eagle fans are out there saying Dak Prescott is not worth the 30 mil. And you know what? If you look at the numbers between Carson Wentz and Dak, I would have to disagree. I would say Dak Prescott is worth every bit that Carson Wentz is getting. But neither of them are worth that 30 mil. Neither of them have done shit to require that. I don't give a fuck about an MVP caliber season that doesn't win you Super Bowls. Tom Brady got that, and look what happened. He lost to the fucking Eagles. You know, MVPs normally don't win Super Bowls. They win the MVP, and that's it. So, neither of them are worth the 30 mil. Dak Prescott stays on the field. He's got, I mean, you know what? I'm going to retract that. Dak Prescott is close to worth that. Every game that he's played in the NFL, in the playoffs, he's outshined the other quarterback. Just look at the numbers. Yes, he's taking the L against Rodgers. Yes, he's taking the L against what's his name? Goff. But last I checked, the quarterback don't play both sides of the ball. If it wasn't for Dak Prescott, we wouldn't have come back and almost beaten the Rams. If it wasn't for Dak Prescott, we wouldn't have started that slow. And once he got hot, if it wasn't for Dak Prescott, they wouldn't have came back. And if Byron Jones was paying attention, would have been able to, I don't even know who the fuck the tight end was for the Packers at the time, when it was 4th down and forever, and Aaron Rodgers hit that 31-yard pass to get the first down and just sneak it in for the field goal when Crosby did that. So Dak Prescott is worth close to 30 mil. Carson Wentz, if you look at numbers against Dak Prescott, isn't. Plus, Carson Wentz, a big thing about Carson Wentz is he gets hurt too much. He was hurt coming out of college. He was hurt going into training camp his rookie year. He got hurt towards ACL 2017 and his MCL. He had a bad back most of last year when he came back because he was rushed. Do I think he's 100%? No. Not yet. So Carson Wentz is not worth that 30 mil just yet. I don't think neither of them are worth that 20 mil. And that's just my opinion. That's just what I think. But you can't compare one without the other. They're both linked to the same draft class. They're both linked to the same draft class. And let's just get one thing straight. The Carolina Panthers aren't the only team that went 15-1. I don't got to do research on shit. 1972, the Miami Dolphins went undefeated and won the Super Bowl. The New England Patriots went 16-0 into the playoffs and lost to the Giants in the Super Bowl. That was 2007 with Randy Moss. Don't need no research because I know my football. And there's a fellow YouTuber on here that knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. He had to go do some research on this 15-1, and he only talked about the Carolina Panthers instead of talking about the 1972 Dolphins, who went 16-0, who had an undefeated season. Because I think that at the time they only played 14 games and then into the playoffs. The New England Patriots, who went 16-0, won twice, 18-1. Carolina Panthers, who went 17-2 because they lost the Super Bowl. So, cool cat, Connor. I know a little bit about football, so keep doing your research, bro. But anyway, I gotta go take this final. I'm out. Peace.